Hello friends, so today we discuss the first or actually the second problem from the latest Codeforces round 700, problem name Great Hero. Okay, so let's start. Or I understand you make understand the problem in simple terms. It actually states that there is a hero and the hero has a attack power of A and an initial health of B. Okay, so you can assume that there is a hero, it has a attack power and an initial health of B. Now there are n monsters in front of that hero and every monster has an initial health of BI and attack power of AI. It's same that there is one hero, the attack power like a weapon attack power and a health, and all the monsters have also attack power and a health. Okay, now the hero has to kill all the monsters. Okay, so that question is asking whether the hero can kill all the monsters or not, and that's the simple like explanation for this problem. Even like there is two important things you have to see, that if both of them fight, then there is one fight is such that if the hero has maybe B power and A attack power and the one monster has BI health and A attack power, in one match both will attack each other and the health of the monster will decrease by A and the hero will decrease by AI, their attack powers. Okay, and then the high health decrease by them, and whatever hero or monster whosever health will become less than or equal to 0 like in the start will die. But the main like a catch point in this problem is, even if the hero dies at the end means that if the hero dies while fighting the last monster, maybe in the last fight the monster and the hero died simultaneously, then also like this match is called win match because all the monsters are killed. Okay, but if the hero dies before killing all the monsters, then only the match or the battle is false, that the hero will lose. Else, even if the hero dies after killing or like while killing the last monster, that case is also like fine. So now how to solve this problem out? Okay, I also tell you that during this problem, actually in the original contest, there was some like, because the constraints are very large, like this is 10^6 and this is like the original constraints were 10^9. Okay, the initial like the problem setter has made the constraints so large like 10^9 that the initial test case was so large that it was actually overflowing. And because it was overflowing, what happened that like many people have hacked that thing out and make a test case which is very large, such that the answer is overflowed and the original answer, like the answer which should be came out and the answer by different people, they actually like not match and a lot of people got hacked. But that was like later solved out by making the constraints smaller. So now the later constraints are 10^6 only. Okay, but that is not of much use. If you have used the right logic, they have actually sorted out that thing. Now the main crux of this problem is, you might be thinking that okay, I should kill out all the monsters in all, like any order, because like the order doesn't matter, because if you kill out any monster, in the end all the monsters should be killed out. Okay, so you might be thinking that the order might not be matter, and I also while solving this problem thought that, but there is one catch in this problem. I'll tell you more with the example. Let's assume that there are a hero. Okay, and there are like the hero has like a health power and attack power. Okay, there's an attack power and there's a health power. So attack is A and there's health power which is mentioned by B. Okay, let's assume the hero has an attack power of, let's assume 5. Okay, and a health of 10. Okay, and there are two monsters, okay, M1 and M2. Okay, if the first monster attack because the first monster is there, the first monster might be having a smaller attack value. Okay, let's assume that the attack value of this is also like so this is 10, like the monster can like easily like let's assume it is smaller, so maybe it is equal to 7. Okay, so this is smaller, this is 7, like the attack power of this small is 7, and because it is 5. Okay, so and the other one is, let's assume 3, so the attack power is like the attack, like this is attack power. Okay, the attack power is let's assume very large value, like around 3000, like 300, and the health is also like 5. Now as you can see, if this hero attacks this M1 monster, so what will happen, because like this M1 monster, there's only one match will be happen. Okay, in the first match what will happen, the monster will attack the hero and the hero will also attack the monster. But because like the monster has an attack power of 7, this health will decrease down and it will become 3. Okay, and then because hero has an attack power 5, this monster has a 5, so this will cancel out, it will become 0, so the monster will kill. Okay, now it will happen again, but because the monster will kill the hero by a power of 300, so it will become 0. But also the hero will kill the monster by attack power of 5, so this will become 0. And as you can see in the end, because both of the monsters are killed, the hero wins. Okay, but actually if you swap these cases out, in which what has happened that this is actually like 700 and this is 3, which means like a larger attack power is in the front. Okay, then in this case what will happen that initially the attack power of this hero is like 5 and this is 5, so the hero will kill this out. Okay, so but as you can see, this attack power of monster is 700 and this is 10, so this will become like minus 690, because the monster will attack by a power of 700, and thus this will get out and the hero will lose. And thus it is always beneficial to fight out the monster with the largest power in the end. Okay, because if that case happens, then it can also happen that in the last, when we fight that monster, like I and the monster will die at the same time. Okay, if like why I'm talking about the maximum case, because all the other monsters, before killing all the other monsters, my health should be positive. If I died before killing all the monsters, then obviously I will die before. Okay, the order will not matter, but the order will matter in that case in which my health and the maximum health monster should be fighting in the end. Because if we fight in the end, it can happen that we and the monster both die at the same time and I can win, as you can see in the last case. But if the maximum monster came in the front, then it can happen that the maximum monster has a maximum attacking power also, and any attacking power which is maximum will kill me first. So I should attack, or I should fight the monster with the maximum attacking power in the end, not the health, but the maximum attacking power, because the maximum attacking power will be attacked on me in the end. And in that case what will happen that because the maximum attacking power is attacking me in the end, even if my health is very reduced, I will die. And if I die at the end also, that is also not benefit, like it can also be beneficial, because in the end if me and the monster both dies at the same time, it is not a bad deal for me, because in that case also I will win. But if a maximum attacking power attack me first, then it is a bad deal, because in that case I will be defeated earlier, and I could have fighten all the monsters before. And that's a simple case. You just have to sort that out array, or you can also store out the maximum monster and somewhere else and fight that out also. But you can easily sort the array first in the initial chance, and then just do the simple thing that fight all the monsters. And if you fight all the monsters, and even after killing the last monster, after killing the last monster, if you become 0 or if you have some power, then you win, else you lose. So that's the whole logic. I'll show the code part now. The code is not too difficult to understand, but I've made a little bit a tricky thing here, but I'll make you understand what it is. So you just have to take the input of all the elements and sort them out according to because the first thing, the first elements are the attacking power and the second is health. So just sort them out according to the health, according to the attacking power. So just sort them out in the array. Now you just have to find out how many attacks to kill any monsters I have to do. So see, there are number of fights. Okay, so now if there are two types of fights, so let's assume that there are a fight between two monsters, like a monster and me. Now let's assume that in one chance I will decrease the monster health. Maybe my health is, let's assume, 100 and the monster health is 50. Okay, and both of them have the attacking power of 2. Okay, both of us, the monster and me, has attacking power of 2. So in the first chance, both of our health will only decrease by 2. Then the next chance, both of the health will decrease by 2, 2, and so on. Okay, till any one of our health, like the monster or my health, become equal to 0 or less than 0. I hope you understand the point. So that's the whole logic, how to find out how many matches will held. So you just have to find out that, okay, if this is the health of me, what is the monster I am fighting? Maybe the ith monster. Basically the attacking power of ith monster is B of I. So I will divide this number of my health divided by B of I. This will tell us how many matches I will have to fight. Okay, and this will tell how many matches I have to fight, and this health of the monster, okay, divided by A, my attacking power. So my attacking power is capital A, will tell me how many matches this monster can survive. So maybe the monster, like this monster, can get down to 0 in maybe, let's say, 10 matches, but I can get down to 0 in maybe 20 matches. So how many matches we both will be playing? Maybe because the monster will get down in 10 matches and I will get down 20 matches. Okay, so obviously 10 matches will be played, because after 10 matches the monster will lose and I will win. So that's the whole logic. What I'm actually doing is finding out the matches between the monster and me. So this is finding out the matches between, like how many matches are played if we fight out the ith monster, and if the monster fight between me, and finding out the minimum of both of them. So this is the number of matches we'll play, or like the matches we'll play between monster and me. Okay, then because this is the number of matches, how much health of mine is decreased? My health is decreases by this number of matches, and the because the ith monster has AI power, attack power. So this is attack power into number of matches which we have played, is my health decrease. And how much health is decreased of the monster? This is the number of health is decreased by the monster, because K1 matches are played and A is the attack power of the hero. So this is the health power of the ith monster decrease. So this is the number of matches which are played. If at any time my health become less than 0, then obviously while attacking or while playing all the monsters, my health becomes 0. Obviously the array, the for loop, is not stopped. So the answer is no, because I have already lose before clearing out all the monsters. But if we get out of this array, there are two cases. Either my health has become 0, and if my health has become 0, because I am updating both the ith monster and the health of me. So in the end, if the last monster health is greater than 0, which means that the last monster is still not, because I will only get out of this loop when all the I've iterated over all the monsters, or I will get out of this loop if my health become less than 0. So it can happen that if my health become less than 0, so in that case the last monster health will not become less than 0, because that monster will still be living. So we just be checking that whether there is some monster left. If there is some monster left, the last monster will obviously be left, because that's the maximum monster, because we have sorted out. So if the last monster health is still there, then the answer is no, because we have lost. But if in other case, we just have been. I hope you understand the logic as well as the code for this part. I'm just sorting out all the monsters according to their attack power, and just finding out how many match we will play against each monster, and then decreasing out my health and the monster health. In the end, just checking out whether every monster is killed or not. I hope you understand the logic and the code part for this problem. If you still haven't out, you mention it on code box. I'll see you next one. Till then, keep coding and bye.